It's being touted as the nastiest midterm election in recent history. Fair or not, the negative tone in many of the 2006 races is hard to miss. In Pennsylvania, Democratic Senate candidate Bob Casey is depicted side by side with the leaders of North Korea and Iran.
Casey opposes creating the bunker-busting bombs that may be needed to stop them.
George Allen, scandals, slurs, and insults.
This ad running in Virginia accuses Republican candidate George Allen of racism. And then there's this spot from the Wisconsin House race.
Kind voted to spend your money to study the sex lives of Vietnamese prostitutes.
And those are only the beginning.
There have been studies that show people are more attentive to negative ads than they are to positive ones, but I think there is a risk of crossing the line. A few of the ads this year, apparently, in the view of some, have crossed the line, have had to been taken down.
An example, this GOP ad in the neck-and-neck Tennessee Senate race.
I met Harold at the Playboy party.
The Republican National Committee is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Harold, call me.
As it turns out, Democratic candidate Harold Ford simply attended a Super Bowl function sponsored in part by Playboy. Critics denounced the ad. It is no longer running. So far, this election cycle, the parties have spent nearly $160 million in negative advertising, a mere $17 million on positive ads. That's nearly $1 of nice for every $10 of nasty. Both sides are airing the attacks, but independent studies show the GOP has the negative edge. Analysts say it's all part of a strategy to rally the Republican base while keeping swing voters at home.
Negativity can do two things. It can charge up the base, so it gets your base out to vote, but it can also keep people in the middle from voting who say, this is all sickening, they're all bad, I don't want to deal with it.
And if the mood at this Pennsylvania diner is any indication, that strategy could be working.
Having the back and forth ads, that really gets to me.
I'm so disgusted with it now, I've become very cynical.
Since strategists say the negative tone is most effective in the final days before the election, the nasty ads aren't likely to let up. Tim McGuire, The Associated Press.